Hi everyone, it's Nicole, and I just wanted to share with you a little bit of prep that I did today. I set a timer, and I said that I was going to spend 1 hour cutting out some of our digital files or digital prints for my December album. Because what I'd like to do is next week, I'd like to prep some pages so that I can work on my December album. And I'd like to do a couple of pages where I'm mainly using digital prints or digital files from our collection, and I would like them cut out. So I put an audiobook on and I just sat there listening to the audiobook, and I spent an hour and I ended up cutting quite a few of the digital files. So what I did was I took out all my digital prints that are for Christmas, or almost all of them, and then I'm taking a little sample out of everything and I'm going to end up cutting them out. And like I said, I'm going to try and make 3 or 4 pages that are just using our digital files. So it's one of these things that I don't mind, cutting apart some of these things, or fussy cutting if you'd rather. But when I'm actually working on a page, whether it is, my December album or a regular page, I like these things to be done ahead of time. And it's sort of like prepping, like I like to make page kits. Well, this is kind of my pre-page kit getting ready. Now, I could make all the pages, just cut them apart like this, like I just before I fussy cut them, and then put them in the page kit and then cut them out just before I go make the page. But I had an hour today that I could spend on this, and I was like, I'm just going to take out 2 or 3 files. I'm going to cut up a whole bunch of these and just get them ready. And probably a couple times this week, that is what I'm going to do. I'm just going to go again upstairs, maybe 1 or 2 more times this week, and spend another hour each time. And it'll just give me time that I can listen to my audiobook, because I don't know about you, but I just can't sit there and listen to an audiobook. One, if I have the book open and I kind of read along, then I'm okay. But I can't just sit there and listen to an audiobook. So this is the perfect thing to do if you're listening to an audiobook, is just to do some mindless task. I can't do something that takes too much of concentration, like I can't be counting something or anything like that either, because then I can't be concentrating on counting something and then also listening. But something like this, it makes the time go by a little faster, and I'm getting a bunch of stuff done. So then I grabbed another file and I end up cutting some gifts, some hollies, and I think 3 different types of gifts. And then there was some bulbs in there, but I'm going to end up cutting those on another day. I'm just going to go to another file. And I have to say, usually when I finish something like this, before I leave my room, I make sure to put everything away. But I'm pretty sure that maybe in the mornings before Lexi gets here, that is definitely something that I can do, because I don't have to be very much awake, do you know what I mean, to be able to do this. So I'll probably, instead of trying to film before she comes this week, maybe what I'll do is just take the time and take out some more files, and they're actually sitting on my desk, and just, take a few sheets out, take a few from each sheet and cut them out. And then on Thursday, when I work on videos for YouTube, what I'm going to do is I'm hopefully going to have a ton of these digital prints cut out. And then when I make my Kringle edition of making page kits, I'm going to make a few pages using my digital files. And what made me think of this is I filmed quite a few videos of past albums that I did. Some are as old as 2013, 2014. And I was like, oh man, I forgot about these digital files. I need to go get them and cut them out. Like I have some Christmas gnomes, which we're going to cut right after this. I have some Christmas bulbs. I have some poinsettias. I had cut quite a few of those digital files, last year or the year before, but I've used quite a bit of them. And now I just need to cut some more up. And like I said, if it's already cut up, I have a better chance of using them. And it also reminded me that I need to make some die cut packs for the store using these digital files. So I am working on, making it so that I can cut them out with my silhouette. And then as I was doing this, I was like, well, maybe you should just work on that and then you can just get the silhouette to cut these out for you. But look at the amount that I have already printed out, and I'm like, I need to use these. I spent the paper and the ink printing those out. I need to cut them up. And surprisingly, these gnomes, the Christmas gnomes, they were super easy to cut out. So this will be the last thing that I'm going to cut out today. But I took a sheet of a Cozy Cafe and I just cut off the top row, and I'm going to cut each of those gnomes out. And I also took Pastel Paradise and I'm going to cut those out. And those are in the 2-inch files. And what I like is that we always have the files so that, they're 2 inches and it's the whole sheet. And then we have another file that is, you can see them to the left there, and the gnomes or whatever we've created is 3 sizes. So you have, the variation of sizes. And another thing that going through this exercise, if you will, of cutting everything out, another thing that it did was to get me excited to working on my album, because my goal this year is definitely to get my 2024 album done, and I would love to get some of my 2022 album partially finished too. So that's it. That is going to complete this prep video. And if you're new to my channel, don't forget to hit subscribe if you're enjoying these videos. If you wouldn't mind giving me a thumbs up, leave me a comment down below, and I want to thank you so much for watching. Bye.